We are here at the new property in Oklahoma, and I am pumped, super pumped. If you could tell, the truck is way down over there. So the property goes from the truck way over there all the way to right over here. So I figured since it's been a little bit since we've been here, I will go ahead and kind of walk it a little bit, get an idea, and then I got to set up the tent. I got to set up a place for a fire, get some wood. I bought water. I need to go fill up a big jug that I got of for water. So I'll probably go down to the river in a little while. So for now, I just gonna jump right in. I literally just got here, called my parents, let them know I made it, and of course Dutch hit me up and I told them I made it, and just get busy. So what I'm thinking, just right off the top of my head, right here where you see the greener trees, it's pretty flat there, so I'll probably set up there, and I could probably put sticks and stuff up on trees and kind of make a little fence, if you want to call it that. So I'm gonna go explore. If I see anything cool, I'll let you guys know. All right, so I came down. As you could tell, it looked really steep going straight up. So the land comes like this, and then it starts to drop like that, and that's where that is. But I didn't know. Look at this. It's not much, but there's running water. So no, I'm not gonna drink it or anything, but knowing that there is some type of water down here is a huge plus. That means animals will be coming up, which is also a negative, but we'll be able to make sure that there is a little bit of water down here, and if I had to, I could come get some bucketfuls and take it up there if I need to, you know, get a last minute shower or something of that nature. So pretty cool again. So I'm gonna go ahead and explore this side, but this is where I'm thinking of putting the tent, right in this little area here. I'll clear up some spots out, but I get the cool little trees here, so it makes me feel like I'm out here camping. That way I'm not thinking, what in the world am I doing here? Like I'm gonna live in a tent for now. You guys psych yourself up. All right, I got all the little trees right here out of the way. There are still rocks and stuff underneath. I'm not worried about that too much. I'm gonna take my rake and I'm gonna try to get all the leaves and rocks and stuff out of the way. That way I can kind of see what we're working with, and then it's not underneath the tent. All right, so I got some of these leaves out of the way. The good thing is, once I set the tent down, I'll push the leaves out more because I'm gonna have a fire going tonight. And so I'm gonna make sure that the embers or nothing like that can catch fire to the leaves. So as of right now, there's rock all under here from that size, this size, this. So I'm gonna go ahead and collect all the rocks and put them where I'm gonna try to potentially do a fire pit, and then use that to kind of make a perimeter around the fire as well. So you can see, I got a nice little rock fire pit going on here. I just got a bunch of these rocks and just kind of piled them up. There's really nothing to it, not rocket science or anything, but I figured it'd give me just a little bit of a wind block from the wind if it gets kind of crazy tonight, and then also kind of keep the embers and whatnot in the fire pit whenever it's just like the coals and stuff on the bottom. This will be my source of heat tonight. So as of right now, I got my tent up. I didn't think I needed to show you guys that. It's setting a tent up, but at the tent, fireplace, chair, and on the inside, I got a cot. I got some blankets, pillow, sleeping bag, another sleeping bag, more blankets, some gloves, a face mask, first aid kit, and a lantern, some rope. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the rope and some tarp and try to put some kind of cover over this, so if it does rain, it'll rain off, or it'll so if it does rain, it'll just go off the other way and I don't have to worry about that. All right, guys. I know it's dark now, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this fire going right there. But I know this isn't much, but as you can see, I do have a nice border right here on this side of the tent. So I got that bordered all the way across. Not that it's anything great, but it's enough that if something were to walk up, they'd have to get through that first, and it would kind of alert me enough. I pretty much am going to use what God gave me today to survive tonight, and that is the natural fence, and then all the wood and rock to heat myself and make a fireplace and stuff. So, whew. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this fire started. I brought some charcoal that lights extremely fast to get this started. I only need one piece, so let's get a fire started. So I just try to get the tent set up. I got the fire going out here pretty good. So I'm gonna end up eating, gonna edit my video, and then crash out and wake up early. Alright guys, I survived the first night. It got a little chilly, colder than I expected, so I'm very thankful that it wasn't super cold already, so I was able to kind of adjust. I was figuring out how to edit my videos, how to set the tent up and all that stuff, the fire, keep the fire going, made my coffee. I've never made this instant coffee before, so I'm real curious to see how this tastes. Let's see. Not bad. I've had worse, but I've had better. But it'll do a nice warm cup of coffee in the morning. I'll take it. You know, this stuff I'll really keep when I really need it.
Yeah. $4 on it.
Yeah. So now that we cleared that side over there, I could start building the tiny house pretty quick and just go with the budget that I have and try to just build it up as quick as I can, but build it nice and how I want it, so I could get it dried in, and then Jaylena can come out hopefully and you know, come join me out here. That's the plan. I got a lot more work to do. I'm gonna get to that, but I just had to reflect on how awesome this day has gone so far. Alright guys, as you can tell, I got a little wall the same size as the one Dutch gave me. There it goes. Oh man, that couldn't have been any better. Thank you. Whew. It did not hit the tent. That was scary. So it's getting dark. I went ahead and I set up the Weeboo system in the tree there. I'm gonna test it out. I got the generator and I got the other antenna in there, and I'm gonna see if it works. I got the buckets right here, so if it rains, I could possibly collect some rainwater. I got all the lights ready. I'm not gonna try to even attempt a fire tonight. I have a space heater that I'm gonna attempt. If it gets really cold, I'll run it with the generator, and hopefully I make it through this storm. So let's see if the WeBoost works. Hopefully it will. The generator's running. The WeBoost lights are on. I don't think it's picking up very good signal right now, but let's see if it's any better. Ooh, there's a snake right there. That is not good. That is not good. Right next to my tent. I'm gonna go ahead and kill that sucker real quick. Alright, as you guys can see, I got it. I blew its head off. Oh man. That right there, whew. Guys, that could have been pretty bad. 99% sure this is a copperhead, and that's pretty dangerous. Even this little one could be life-threatening, I'm pretty sure. My thank you list for today is I am very grateful my dad showed me this, and my uncle bought us these snake boots. So if it did happen to strike and get my boots, it could potentially save my life. I do have a snake bite kit, but this could have been pretty bad. So, whew, thank God I saw it when I did, and it wasn't in the tent. Alright guys, this snake is cooked. If you could see, it's pretty good. So let's go ahead and take a bite here and see what it tastes like. I've had rattlesnake from our family ranch. If you haven't seen that, we stayed at our ranch for about 3 or 4 months, and I got about a 6-7 foot rattlesnake. So let's check out this copperhead. Let's see, right here. It's a little dried out because I had to cook it real quick. The rain's coming, so I cooked it just real quick, but and it's small. That's got actually pretty good taste to it, so pretty dang good. See y'all tomorrow. So it started to rain a little bit, so what I did was I came in here and I basically made a spider web out of this. I got rope up here, right here, here, down here to this big log, from there to the water tote, all the way around. I did it on that side. I got everything basically tied up as good as I can. I know it doesn't look good, but there are potential severe storms coming, and even tornado. They said they will not rule out tornado right now, but the winds are definitely starting to blow, as you can tell. Trees are starting to move. So wind's picking up a little bit. It Has been raining off and on. I got the truck packed with food, water. I got the generator in there in case I need to put it over there at the bunker if I need it. I got power cords, all that stuff. So I am good. I have pillows and blankets and everything. So hopefully it won't come down to that, but I don't know. I've never done this Oklahoma weather before. In Texas, they say if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes. I got a feeling Oklahoma is not like that, so hopefully everything will be all right. All right, guys, I am in the bunker right now. I don't know if you can hear or not. It is raining pretty good outside, but I figured I would go ahead and spend the next couple hours in here. It's not gonna hurt anything, there's no one here. So I brought some food and water, and then I got blankets and pillows and stuff in case I need to sleep. Water is in here a little bit. I'm kind of surprised. So it's leaking from somewhere, but that isn't a big deal to me. I don't care if it's leaking all that much because I'd rather get wet in here than the tent blow away if a tornado does come. It's just, man, this is officially day 2 here in Oklahoma, and it's getting real. It's getting real here, and it's just proven to me that, you know, this is a real deal. There was snake yesterday, trees almost falling the wrong way, possible tornadoes up here, this bad weather. Luckily, this little bunker thing's here, which gives me a lot of peace of mind, and I know it gives all you guys and my family and stuff peace of mind, and hopefully I'll see y'all guys in the morning. All right, now that I've had my morning coffee, it's empty. I need to take a shower. I haven't showered since I got here. I know it's gross, just is what it is. So I'm gonna go down to that little stream brook thing that's over there and try to get some water. I'll clean out my coffee mug at the same time and bring some water back and boil up and take a shower. Okay, so I made it down here. It's pretty cool. There's a little, I just kind of falling in here a little bit. There's a it's pretty cool little spot right here. It's deep enough for me to dip the whole pot in there, but you can see it coming out of the ground right there. It's streaming from up here. I mean, it's crystal clear, so this is awesome. This is perfect water for showering. All right, that's a little bit of a trick. I almost see water left in there. There's some, it's hot. I'm gonna get this fire going, heat this water up, and take a shower. All right, guys, in true Texan form, I got my Texas swim trunks on. Look at this. I got it up here, down into the bucket here. I got rainwater here. And then I got the water over here boiling. So I'm gonna pour the boiling water in the Lowe's bucket and then add some rainwater to that to make it to where it's not super hot. And let's see how long and how hot and how awesome the shower is. Oh yeah, nice and warm. Not too much. Yeah, still nice and warm. All right, let's take a shower. Here we go. Maybe here we go. Yes. All right. Woo. Get to it quick. Now I'm gonna lather up. Whoo. Ooh, that smells good. Go at it again. It is kind of cold out here, but man, shower's worth it. All right, rinse off. Ooh, I am very thankful for this. All right, now that I've had my shower, I got my work gloves, pickaxe. Let's go back down to the brook down there, try to collect some rocks and maybe dam it up, create a little pool, so it's easier for me to get some water. All right, so I think the first thing I'm gonna do is try to find some really cool rocks that I can take back up there and start building. I wanna make like a good stove or something like that, like an oven type thing with rocks, and have some good place to cook. So I'm gonna be trying to find stuff like this. They're heavy, but they're good rocks. Rocks and see if I can't plug this up real quick, see if it comes up at all. Still making its way under here. Put some of these rocks. So it's working so far. I just need to keep building it up. I've been stacking more and more, and as you can tell, it's starting to puddle up some, which is awesome. It's what we want. Basically what I did was I put a bunch of big rock, and then I got a bunch of the skinny ones, and then I laid them up kind of like shingles. And I started here, and I kind of just went around on both sides. Then I packed it in with a bunch of leaves, because if you think of like normal drains and stuff, if you're in the city or wherever you're at, what always clogs up the drains? Leaves. Guess what? I have plenty of leaves. So that's just God's little so that's just one of God's little tools he gave me here, and he gave me a lot of it, so I'm gonna use it. Now what I'm doing is kind of just banking it up more and more, but I mean, there's no questioning it. It is definitely building up. I'm gonna have me a pool here pretty soon. Sun's starting to come out now. I worked up an appetite. This is puddling up well. It is kind of murky because I've been walking through it and moving rocks and stuff. So I'm gonna go eat, give it a little while to kind of clean itself out, and we'll come check it out a little bit later and see if it's still here, see if it's clear, just to let's get an update on it, I guess. Let's try to cut this tree down and hopefully it'll go that way. Oh man, this chainsaw blade, it's like cutting like a butter knife. I'm trying to sharpen it. I had brought a little sharpener someone gave me a while back, if I could figure that out. If not, maybe I'll try it with an axe. All right, so it is around lunchtime. We just got back from Lowe's, and Jared is getting the fire started. What do we got, hamburgers?
Yeah, I'm gonna cook up some, I think it's bacon and cheeseburgers that are all mixed in already with the meat, so be a quick, easy lunch.
Then we gotta get to work. So we just ate some burgers that he made, and then we chopped that tree down that was here. As you can see, we almost killed ourselves.
It was scary, guys.
How can they watch that footage?
Just go over to my channel, Jared Crocker. You are in for a treat because that tree almost killed us.
So today we're actually gonna start
building the tiny house.
So as you can see, Jared is digging a hole. we're going to actually utilize these posts, some of them, and I'm gonna cut them and we're gonna put them down in the ground and cement them in, and those will be our beams sticking up. As you can tell, we kind of squared this side up and then we squared the other side up. Now we're trying to figure out the middle, and of course we marked it out right here is 8 foot right for the center, but we got to make sure that it's plumb. And so we're gonna have to dig out this hole a little bit on this side. So we're gonna dig that out and then plumb up all these poles, and then we'll jam rock down the bottom to kind of hold them up, and then we'll square off where the rest is gonna be. That way we could go ahead and dig the other holes. I just wanted to make sure that the front is where I wanted it first. We can get a good visual, how high we want, figure everything else after that. That'll work. You can see it fits right in there, and that'll work. And then all you gotta do is go back in and kind of fix up a little bit of the edges. And that's a good way to get the exact depth every time. And that's exactly where the board's gonna be. So we're gonna do that again on the other side, and then put it back on the rail over here. Go that way.
Yeah, buddy.
It's starting to come together.
Yeah, buddy.
You ever built a house before?
Well, I built a shed to a house, helped do it.
But not from scratch.
No.
This
What,
is
am I a carpenter?
This is the first house Jared and I have ever built from scratch, so we'll see when it's done if it stands. But so far, it's all level, it's squared. I'm actually kind of surprised and shocked, kind of relieved.
It on a slant.
Yeah, and we're building on a slant, so it's definitely shorter on that side, taller on that side, but that's what I wanted. I wanted to be able to get underneath because,
And a deck on the back too?
yeah, I wanted to be able to get underneath because I'm gonna put insulation, and then we'll put a deck on the back, and then with the loft up there, you're gonna see all out there. It's gonna be freaking awesome. Oh my goodness. Today's weather could not be any better. I have no idea what the temperature really is, but it feels amazing. I could probably work in shorts and a short sleeve shirt today. It's that amazing. So all my friends just went home. Jared left back to Dallas. Guys, thanks so much for checking out his channel, and hopefully you guys keep up with him. Good morning, everybody. As you guys know, I've been building this tiny house, and today I gotta take a break from it. This is why. Bad weather is coming. Think like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's supposed to be rain and possibly snow. So I need to work on a better shelter, and the little tent that I have is just not gonna cut it. I actually drove into town this morning and I got something. Check it out. As you can see, I got the platform here. That's a lot bigger than my old tent. I have no idea how this is supposed to go. It's been a lot easier if there was poles and I could put the poles and put this on top. But I'm gonna assume that this is the door and then the wall is to right here, but it looks like the wall's only that tall. Maybe 5 feet tall, and then it goes up. I'm not 100% sure, so I kind of gotta lay this out, but it does look like there is a door on both sides. Okay, so I laid this out, and from here to there, the sidewall is almost 5 foot tall. I think it's supposed to be 5 once you stretch it and everything, and then it's 8 feet wide, and then I believe it's 10 feet long. But from the bottom of the door to the top of the roof, I know I need a haircut or put my hat on or whatever, I get it, but from the bottom to the top is 7 foot. So I'm gonna run and get some lumber, start putting this tent together. All right, as you can see, I got the top up and then I started building these, and they're not screwed on or anything, but as you can tell, it goes here. Of course, it'll be brought down some, and then I had to notch this part out. I'm not gonna put the ones right here yet because that's where the wood burning stove, I'm pretty sure, is more towards the middle, and I don't want to put them up yet and it'd be in the wrong spot. So I'm gonna put the canvas on top and all that before putting any more braces right here in the middle. So I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to put the canvas on, and fingers crossed that it fits, because if it doesn't, whew, it's gonna be a hard one with this rain and stuff coming, sleeping in a little tent again. So come on guys, fingers crossed that it'll fit. Alright, so I got the tent pretty tight. I need to kind of tighten this side a little bit more. There's a little strap on the bottom on both sides, but as you can tell, I got it hooked to a tree. I got it hooked to the tree back there, tree over here, and this is pretty tight, so I'm really excited. I got it up. The thing for the stove is right up there on this side, so hopefully it's not right where the beam is going on top, or I'll have to take that one off and move it over. Weather's supposed to be getting pretty nasty this weekend, so guys, thank you so much for all y'all support. This is absolutely amazing. Arms Family Homestead, Keeping It Dutch, and Hidden Heights Farms, they told me you don't have to say anything about any of this stuff that we're doing for you. Like this, it could all be behind the scenes. Don't say anything. No one needs to know, but I think people need to know. But I'm gonna call it a day for this video. Set the stove up, and then start adding shelves and flooring and all that, and move my stuff in there because the storm's coming and it's gonna be crazy. All right guys, the storm's coming. It's already lightning, rain's starting to hit. So I just was getting the tent set up, and I just need to get some more stuff out of the truck real quick, but it's a wreck. But I just threw everything in the tent, so we'll see how this lasts, or how the tent holds up. Guys, this storm is getting wild. I mean, it just struck lightning right there. I saw it, and you can hear the thunder and stuff. Looks like the stove's leaking, which of course I expected, but I don't know. We'll see. Look at the stove. So of course it's leaking through right here, and then already getting down here. I'm This may just be a huge regret, but I got everything in here, just stuff everywhere, and I just started grabbing it and throwing it in before the rain hit. So I'm gonna try to organize it a little bit and just ride the storm out. Man, it is coming down out there pretty good. But I got this fire going in here, trying to get it going. As you can tell, the water, maybe you can't, but water is coming down the pole, and it's drying it all up on here, so that's good. But I can already feel the heat a little bit. I think I'll be fine tonight. But I just hope this storm doesn't get terrible. I mean, I'm sure you can hear it. It's coming down pretty freaking hard. Figured I'd cook up a little dinner, eat a nice hot meal before the storm really kicks in. From the radar I saw, in about 30 minutes, it's gonna start kicking in, and it's gonna last for like 4 or 5 hours. It quit raining for a second. I gotta run into town. My phone broke. It just doesn't work. But look at this, guys. It is flooded all in here, and look at this. The road washed out. That's crazy. So I just have this little strip to drive on, but the road washed out, and look at that. And it is just flooding down here. So I was gonna leave and go try to get a phone because my phone broke. The screen just won't come on. I just don't know if I can get out of here. So I put on some rubber boots, and I'm gonna see how deep it is. If it's not too deep, then I'll drive across, but man. But it's already coming up to the top of my boots. So I think I'll be okay. All right, so let's try this. Pretty much in a lake. This ain't a place you mess around with. It floods quick. You gotta have your food, your water, and be very grateful that I'm in a truck, but made it through, guys. So unfortunately, the tent is leaking a little bit. You can't really tell too much here, but it's wet. And I got my sleeping bag kind of wet. You'd see that a little bit. But it's leaking from these seams right here. It's leaking from these seams right here. So you can tell right here. You see it dripping. Kind of doing that around the whole thing. So it's a little bit of a bummer, but at least I'm dry. It's just on the outside. From what I heard is it takes a while for the canvas to really get where it's watertight all the way. So I can't really complain. I'm just very fortunate that I was able to make it back. It was flooded, and I got back after an awesome live chat with you guys. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. That was just unreal. And I think it's supposed to snow in the morning, so we'll find out when I wake up. snowing. This is crazy. But in the tent, I think it's like in the 20s outside, and in the tent it's probably 60, 70 degrees, so can't complain. All right, this is what I had to cross yesterday to get back up here. It was way, way lower than this. It was probably 2.5 feet, maybe, something like that, just to the bottom of my door. This is probably 5, 6 feet deep. All of this was dry yesterday, completely dry. And this is insane, it's crazy. Now that we kind of saw how everything was around here, it's a wreck, guys. Yes, I do have a big water tote. I got that. I got to figure out a way to collect some water. I'll probably get a tarp and do it. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time yesterday, or that thing probably would have been full. And then, of course, this is a wreck over here. It was a bunch of stuff that I threw out. I got the generator under there with the window over it to cover it, and I still have a lot of stuff in the tent that I need to try to figure out. And then in the inside of this tent, it's a wreck because right before the rain came, I threw everything in there to have it in case I needed it. So I survived the flash flood that came, and then tornadoes hit kind of around here is what I heard. I don't know for sure, it's just what I heard. And then the ice slash snow, if you want to call it snow. I'm not going to call it snow. I'm just going to call it ice, but some people might call it snow. So 3 different types of bad weather within hours. So that was pretty crazy. I do know some of y'all are going to ask about the stove. The stove worked great. And then the flashing thing that Jeff bought me yesterday that still blows my mind while I was on the live chat. It works great. I didn't take the rubber off. I kind of wanted to test it and see what it would do. It fit, I mean, perfect on there. Like, it was such a snug fit. And I'm keeping an eye on it, but I think with it being so cold that it's not going to burn it. And so I'll keep an eye on it. I'm going to look for a different one in case that one does start to melt, but I will keep a close eye on it. I'll check it very, very often. Guys, so this morning I came out here and something crazy happened. Check this out. The sun is back. It's supposed to warm up today. There's still ice and stuff, but it's definitely, last night was cold. I mean, cold. It was colder than the night before when it actually iced over. So the fact that it stayed icy through the night lets you know how cold it really was. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys, my nose is dripping. To be honest with you guys, I did not clean up any of this yesterday. I started to for like 10 seconds and I was like, it's freezing. So I didn't do it. So I'm gonna do that today. I'm gonna try to clean up all this. And then I need a shower so bad. It was just freezing cold, I couldn't do it. So today I'm gonna kind of clean up, take a shower, see if I can't work on the tiny house down there. I'm gonna go check a live trap in a minute, see if got anything there, and then just get on with my day. Alright, so now that I got this on a little pivot here with the nail all the way through, I'm going to go ahead and get the piece of wood that we cut earlier. It's pretty thin, and I'm going to put it at an angle because when it swings, it's going to go like that. So I'm going to try to hit it in, and I'm hoping that the bottom of the log will kind of hold it. And then we'll just take this piece of wood, this tree branch, and then hit the hatchet. And it almost split the whole thing, but there you go. Kind of helps me out a little bit. It's not perfect, but it helps a lot. So I know a lot of you probably asking yourselves why I was chopping that log up in the way I did. I couldn't get the chainsaw going, and so I think it's just really cold, and I don't have enough time or energy to try to sit there and yank it and pull it and get it started. So I figured just use the axe. You know, you gotta adapt to what you got and what you're working with. But this stuff burns real quick and real easy, and it's really great to get the fire started. All right, so I set a trap last night, and I think it was just way too cold. It was freezing last night. So what I did was I beefed up the one that I had. Check it out. I put this little trap on the side so nothing can reach through. Put branches all on it. I put logs over here because stuff was digging underneath. And I put some deer blood from that meat I cooked earlier over here with little pieces of pork chop that I had left over. And then I put some pork chop in the very back. So I want to see if I catch whatever it is tonight, because last night, right around my tent, I can hear something walking. It didn't sound very big, so it's either a coyote going real slow or like a little raccoon or something. So I'm trying to get it on this side over here away from my tent and see if I can't catch it. And if I can, that'd be awesome, because I'm definitely like 99% sure that a raccoon has been coming up to the camp and digging through some stuff, so I need to get rid of that problem. But I figured I would just go ahead and walk down to the little stream again down here and see if the water's still flowing pretty good, or if it slowed down, or whatever the case may be. This is an everyday thing for me if I want to come down here and try to get water, and I'm going to start trying to collect water here very, very soon, because I'm running out and I don't want to have to run into town to get it. Luckily, Dutch gave me a bunch of water when he came out the first day with Kevin, but I'm running out, so I'm gonna go ahead and check down here and kind of see how it's going with the water. All right, looks like it's back to normal, kind of flowing the way it was, so that's good. You know, unfortunately, the little part that I dammed up got messed up, but it just is what it is. I'm not really too worried about that, but I figured I'd just come down and check it out. And I actually brought something with me that I want to test out while I'm down here, so I'm gonna find a cool spot and then try it out. I've had this straw for a little while. Like I said, I've been wanting to use it, and I figured after the rain had already cleared out and all that stuff, and then knowing that it has been running nice and constant for pretty much the entire time I've been here, I know this is a good source of water. I wouldn't drink like this every single day. This is more of just if I'm coming down here and I know I'm going to have to hike back up and I'm gonna be super tired, maybe I'm already exhausted, I wish I would have brought water, I can have this, and I can have this straw and just drink enough water to get me back up to where I'm not beat or anything like that. Like during the summer, it's gonna be real hard. Even right now in the winter, it's pretty hard to walk up. Like it's a beating, so I can't even imagine when it's hot. So just having this literally could be a lifesaver. I guess that's why they call it a life straw. And so I am very fortunate that I have it. It's $17 at Walmart, so it's not like a huge purchase. It's something that I think would be great for people that hike and do stuff like this, especially out, especially for off-gridders as well. And I'm very new to all this. I am not an expert by any means, but I do know if you get down this hill and you're exhausted and you can't get back up because you need some water, this thing could truly save your life. All right, guys, before I call it a day, I'm gonna wash my clothes. Didn't want to do this earlier, and I'll tell you why in just a minute, but this is a super wash pressure washer or pressure washing machine, and this thing is probably, I don't know, 20 years old. And what you do is throw your clothes in there, put a little bit of water, a little bit of soap, put this on, crank it for about 2 or 3 minutes, rinse it out, you're done, and it washes your clothes. So I'm going to show you how easy it is. I have one load of clothes: boxers, sock, a shirt, and a pair of jeans. Pour just a little bit of water in there. You don't need a whole lot. Of course, this is just a bunch of rainwater I collected and filled these up. So it don't take a whole lot of water. I'll probably put a little extra because it's a full load. I'm gonna use this laundry soap, and it's a naturally derived ingredients and non-toxic formula. That way it's not gonna hurt anything whenever I pour the water out. Twist it till it goes down right there and it snaps into place, and then screw this on tight. And then all you gotta do is just spin it for a couple of minutes. I think the instructions, if I remember correctly, but it was a long time ago, is 2 to 3 minutes. So let's get to cranking. So now that it's stopped, I'm gonna unscrew this top. You're gonna hear the air come out. You should. Hopefully, though it's kind of windy. Nope, it didn't. You couldn't hear it, but pull it off and check it out. Look at that dirty water, and then look at all that dirty water in there. I'm gonna pour it out. I'm gonna try to I'll pour it out on there if it'll come out. Look at all that dirty water. So now I'm gonna answer some questions about the tiny house. I know a lot of y'all been saying, when are you gonna start working on a tiny house again? Guys, why are you in such a rush? It's just crazy. I wanna build this and build it right and build it slow and learn as I go and do all that. Yes, I'm gonna start working on it. I'm actually gonna work on it a little bit tomorrow and hopefully try to brace up the bottom or something, and then if I could start putting the plywood on, that's what I'd really like to get done. It's just, the weather's been bad the past few days. It's been terrible. Today's actually a decent day, but of course, after all the ice and storms and everything that came through, I had to go in and get some supplies, stuff like that. I don't have running water. That's why I ran out of all the water that I had, so I had to run into town, get some. That's why I tried to get the pump to do that. So priorities, yes, I'm trying to get the house done. It's finished, or yes, I'm trying to get the house finished as quickly as possible because, yeah, who wants to live in a tent forever? But at the same time, you have to realize I'm one man, and I want to do this on my own. I don't want a bunch of help from people. I could have this built already if I wanted. There's been people that said they'd come out and help, like whole crews and everything. So it's not that, it's the fact that it's a challenge for me to build this by myself and say I built it from the ground up, and to put little details in the house that when hopefully one day I can invite some of you guys over, and when you get here and you look and you see every little piece that I took my time and I carved out little, you know, little pieces here and there, accent parts and all that. I want to blow your mind when it comes to that, and I want to be super proud of the house that I built. So bear with me, guys, but I promise this thing's gonna get built. All right, guys, I was just driving back to the property, and someone had hit a beaver, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up and not let it go to waste. All right, guys, I've never done this with the beaver or anything. I assume it's like anything else. I'm gonna cut it up, make sure it is actually still good. It seems super fresh, so I'm gonna gut it, try to skin it, and cook it. All right, guys, just finished skinning this guy up. As you can tell, there's a decent amount of meat. This side of him kind of got beat up, but this side's all right. So I'll probably use the leg, the front leg, the back leg, and the back strap. All right, so I got it all cleaned up. I got the two legs, the front and the back on one side, and part of the back strap. It was a little more beat up than I expected, but not too bad. I never thought I'd be eating roadkill beaver, but why not? Like I said, I don't want it to go to waste. I do have the carcass. I'm gonna go hang it, but far away from me, down by the creek that I have down there, and I'm gonna put a trail camera on it and see what comes up, comes up to get it. I'm sure it's probably gonna be coyote, and there are mountain lions around here, so I'm gonna put it pretty far away from me, just to see what comes out. I think there's bobcats and stuff too. All right, so I got this awesome Dutch oven here. I'm gonna fill it up with some onions, a can of beans, and some potatoes. All right, so now let's put the beaver leg on there. All right, so cooked it up. It actually looks pretty good. This is a little burnt there, but at least I know it's cooked. So I'll try that. First, I'm gonna try some of the back strap. See how that tastes. I've never eaten beaver before, so this ought to be interesting. Especially roadkill. It's my first roadkill as well. Almost tastes like beef. Tastes kind of like a steak. I know that's gonna sound crazy. That's actually really good. I'm shocked. So now I'm really excited for this. So this is potatoes, beans, onions, and some meat. This is the back strap as well. Try to get a little bit of all of it in there. Big old chunk. It's gonna be hot. Tastes like roast. That's like straight up like you made a roast in a crock pot. I am 100% blown away. I mean, it looks just like roast. You would never know if I made this and gave it to you and didn't tell you what it was. You'd never know it's beaver. Straight up tastes like roast. The foot. There's no denying that this is the beaver's foot. Absolutely no denying it. Alright. Let's see here. I'm gonna get this side. It's hot. Part's a little burnt. As you can tell. This isn't bad at all. That back strap's really good though. So I think if I were to cook it again, I would take the leg and everything and just put it in a stew and cook it. It's not bad, I'll eat it, but I am way more excited for this and the back strap that I cooked up. But one of my first projects for the day is going to be rain catchment. I had ideas to do a gutter system, and I was going to hook gutters on the side because it's got these little straps. You can easily strap it to the side, but they didn't have any. So this is not pretty, but I think it'll work. So if you can't tell, the tent is actually leaning to the back down, like the back of it's down a little bit. So I will end up leveling that out. It's just whenever I had to put the tent up, big hurry because of the rain was coming last time, and so and the snow. So I think a lot of the water will hit and kind of run that way, and then when it hits in here, it'll kind of fill up there. I put boards underneath so it can't get any lower. So hit here, come here, fill up, and then go down in the hole. I put a rock here so the rain will stop and hit it, and it kind of hold the tarp. As you could tell, I took the big tarp down while I laid it down, and I covered the tent with it. I used one of the other tarps for the water over there when it rains. I have a tarp here. I'm gonna, of course, fix up a little bit better before I stop for the day, because that's where my good dry firewood is. But what I'm thinking is, every time I come at night and I have to walk through here, I just trip over stuff. And so I'm gonna put this wee boost wire. I'm gonna kind of set it a little bit better, and then all these rocks, I'm gonna try to pick up the big ones, kind of make a pathway over there. Since I don't really need the tent anymore, I just need to be able to walk through here, have a fire if I need it, and go over there. So that's what I'm gonna work on for now. All right, so I got this good enough where all the main rocks are out of the way. I can actually walk over here and it's not a big deal. So I wasn't trying to make it look all super cool or anything. I just kind of threw the rocks to the side and then dumped them right here and over there. All right, just wanted to check. There is water coming. I just don't think it's enough yet to fill it up, but it's holding, so that's good. It is collecting water. All right, guys, so I just threw on these new logs, but that one right there is one of the logs that I cut yesterday. It's a round, and it's kind of tall, and man, they burn good. They burn really good, so I'm gonna do that next time. I'm not gonna cut them all like this. Well, I'll do some like this, but I'm gonna cut a bunch like that because they last a long time. All right, guys, it's pretty early. It's probably like 6 in the morning, I guess, and it's raining. I woke up about 4 in the morning, and it's been raining. Not a whole lot, but it's enough, I guess, that I'm gonna go check the rain tote to see if it's even holding, see if it's still up, because later it's supposed to get pretty bad. So let's go check it out. All right, guys, so the rain is gone and I'm in this tree. What am I doing here? But let's check out the rain catchment and see if it got any water. So surprisingly, it's still here. It held up. I'm gonna move this and we'll look down in there, see if there's any water in it. So I don't know if you can see down in there. Kind of shake this. I don't know if you can see, but there is water down in there. And as you can tell, the water's up to here. So probably got about 4 or 5 inches in there, which is awesome. Guys, it's a cold one. It's 22 degrees outside. Luckily I got my coffee and my Cliff Bar. I messed up, guys. Never should have bought this plywood until I was ready to put it on. I thought whenever Jared was here and we were getting it, we could have put it on and everything, just buying schedule. Then with the rain and all that, getting on it. I even had it covered for the most part, but the I guess the condensation and everything kind of messed it up. It sucks, but there's not a whole lot I could do. I just messed up. I have to chalk it up as a mistake made. Not every day goes perfectly. It just is what it is. It's a bummer, but I'm not gonna let it hold me down and hold me back. I'm just gonna push forward tomorrow and fix this mistake. All right, so I got it covered except this quarter. So now that I have it covered, I will buy some more plastic. I need to actually run into town and check the mail. I try to check the mail at least twice a week. That way it's not bombarded or anything. So whenever I do, I'm gonna buy some more plastic, put it over it. That'll be fine. But now that I have this, I can go ahead and build my walls on top of it, and it should be nice and good and all that. And then it's just a good vapor barrier. I'm just joking, guys. Please, 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 please don't go crazy on me. I'm just joking with you guys because I'm only doing this to keep the rain off. I didn't get to put the Thompson water sealer on it. I already had this tarp or plastic, and I figured I'd use it. I just used some staples to hold it in so it's not gonna mess it up. I'm gonna end up using this underneath the bottom. I need it anyways. And I just wanted to joke with you guys because some of you really think I have no idea when it comes to building. So I thought it'd be funny to joke and say, I'm gonna use this plastic sheeting as a vapor barrier and leave it. I'm just using it for the rain that's coming, and that's it. So no worries. Now I need to go work on this wall. So I have all these logs right here that I cut a tree down the other day, and it's just a bunch of these little logs, and then I got a bunch of bigger ones and bigger ones. So I think what I'm gonna do is kind of build a little wall right here, and that's my goal, is to build a cool off-grid shower area. All right, that was a lot of work. I got all this wood, sorry. I got all this wood cut and stacked up. I got my little fenced area back there. Let's look at it from the other side real quick. But now you can tell I got this all here. Alright, so as you can tell, I got rock all in here. There are some leaves and some dirt and stuff. With all the rain coming down, it's kind of not coming down terrible right now. But when it does come down pretty hard, it'll wash all the dirt out. So that gave me a good base that I can go get, I don't know, probably 8 to 10 loads of river rock. I have a place I can get that. So I'm gonna put river rock in here, and I think that's been an awesome base area, so whenever I take a shower, I'm not standing on dirt. The water could soak through and it's fine. I won't be standing in mud puddles.
So you had that in the fridge all night?
Yeah, over there on the side of the tent, since it was so cold. Anything, I don't have a refrigerator or anything, so anything that I need to stay cold, I put on the edge of the tent. And when it's 20 and 30 degrees outside, it stays nice and cold. Get these cooked up. So we made some eggs. Heated up some tortillas, fresh from the pack. And then we got some bacon we're gonna add to it. But as you could tell, guys, whenever Matt came out here, this tent was clean. And it's so small in here that it gets dirty pretty quick. Because you move one thing and then it kind of just makes a mess. So that's the downside of living tiny. But the good side is my whole kitchen's right here.
Well, we got our Oklahoma fishing license today. So we're gonna try our luck on this Illinois River.
So I'm fishing over here and Matt goes, yeah! I don't know what he caught. It's a big old one. That's a nice little bass.
It's probably too small.
That's a good little bass for the first fish real quick though.
Yeah.
Ooh, right to the eye.
First Oklahoma bass.
That's probably what, 14?
Nah, yeah, maybe. It might be big enough. I'm gonna let it go. All right, I'm gonna put this little boy or girl back in and we'll try to catch his bigger brother.
With your All right, so I got it all cut. This is a beautiful piece of wood right here. I know if I were to make a table, that would look really, really cool. So one of these other trees that needs to be cut down, I'll end up doing that. Building some awesome furniture. I used to do that for a living. A lot of you don't know that, but you can go search Crocker Twin Creations on Facebook, and at the very beginning of my channel, the first videos I ever put out were woodworking. So basically I cut it straight, so now we can run the fence along here and then have a good flat area, and then I cut a groove down here in the bottom the fence will just slide into and kind of hold it in place, and that way it'll hold it from bowing out at the bottom, so if the goats and stuff try to hit it, it'll stay. So now we got to roll out the fence. It's gonna be heavy. It's got 330 feet, 2 rolls of it, so we're gonna have to roll out about 100 feet of it here in the front and start doing that. I almost forgot, I went to some of y'all's channels that y'all have YouTube channels, you know how to do everything, y'all are experts, and I bought a shirt that has your channel name on it, so I'm gonna wear it in support of you guys.
I think that goes perfect with all the comments, huh?
Alright guys, so I got my shirt on now. Busy doing nothing homestead. It's for all you guys out there. This is, don't say I don't support your small channels out there that like to comment on my stuff. So, there you go. Let's get this fence up. Only about 70 more feet. Alright, so we stretched the entire fence all the way from the one side to here. This is going to be technically my corner post that we're going to use for this tree for. Go ahead and cut these wires a little bit back, and then I'm going to wrap it around the tree and hook it on. That way when we pull it, it holds real tight. You're not adding any extra wire, and it's already using the wire that you have to hold all the strands strong. And then I'll show you how to tighten it when we get over there. Alright, so I got it hooked on there to the come along, hooked onto the tree. We're going to start pulling it and then standing at the fence, and you'll see it get straightened up and tight. Some of the corn is gone, and the trap is set, and looks like we got the old possum in here. You didn't get out this time, did you? Huh? You didn't get out? Alright, so this is the possum that's been under my tent, most likely. So I need to go let him go way over there. There you go. This is gonna be, I got 4 of these 4x4 posts for my corners. This is gonna be the bottom. And what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna screw in from underneath, and this will be on the ground. I think that's the biggest bummer of living off grid out here, middle of nowhere, is start talking about tacos, and I'm like, man, I could even go for like Taco Bell, Taco Bueno, a nice Mexican restaurant, anything. But I live in the woods. Dang it. All right, so this is what it's looking like. It's looking really cool. I like it. It's rustic, it's modern. I'm gonna go ahead and stain that up there. Kind of a, I think it's an oak color. All right, so I just finished the walls, as you can tell, went all the way around, and I got the tin all the way. I kind of not running that tree anymore, but you can see it is off the ground. Like I said, I'm gonna have to block it up and put some rocks under. All right, guys, so I think it's officially done for now. This whole side is dry. It's got the tin down there on the bottom. This is still drying up here, but as you can tell, I have the bottom down there secured, the top up there secured, and then you come over here, you can see up under here, the tin is held on right here and there. But I had to build this house for my baby goats. Just had 2 baby goats. They're at Jared's house. It's my twin brother. His video, or his link is down in the description as well. It's Jared Crocker, and he just posted a video yesterday and the day before about the baby goats. So please go check that out. Those are some of my goats that are coming up here. So I had to get this finished because baby goats in the way. All right, so this is something I've been wanting for a long time. So I'm glad I have it. Let's cut it open. Let's make sure it's all there, and then see what's going on. Just know it is a huge pain in the butt to put this thing together, but in the end, it's very, very worth it. Make sure you fill that tank in the front with the lubricant, whatever you're gonna use for the saw blade, so it doesn't get too hot and get messed up. It is a Woodland Mills HM122. It's the 9 horsepower engine. It cuts through like butter. This is actually some pretty hard wood with the chainsaw to cut through, and this saw went right through it like nothing. You guys saw, very, very easy. So if you guys are interested, so far I highly recommend it. I'll keep using it and see what I think over time, but as of right now, I am very, very pleased, very, very excited for this. This is a start to a new beginning for my house build and everything else that I build on this property. And just remember, over at Sawyer Ridge Farm, if you don't know who they are, go check them out. It's Sawyer Ridge Farm. They have a ton of cedar, and I'm gonna go over there and help them cut down trees. We're gonna use this sawmill like crazy. We're probably gonna cut down hundreds of them, and my house is gonna get used with them. Stuff at their property's gonna get used to it with them. So it's gonna be an awesome, awesome little partnership between them and I to be able to utilize all the cedar trees they're trying to get rid of. So guys, I have a freaking sawmill. This is literally a dream come true.
Hey, Jacob here.
And Alex with Sawyer Ridge Farm.
Yep, aka Scalper over here.
Yeah.
You guys know, I'm finally recovering from that. Yeah, a lot of these trees, I'm lucky enough that they're going to donate to me, and that's going to be for the build on the house. And then, hopefully, we'll get to leave the sawmill here for a while. Go. I woke up to something crazy. Check this out. That is a branch going through my tent. Pretty crazy. It messed this whole flange up, but it is all the way through inside to the other side of the tent and broke the square piece of it. Come on. Shooting out. All right, let's fill this up. Hopefully, this should hold. Man, this way.
39 1/8.
Yep, ripping the floor up. Golly. Alright guys, so you made it this far in the video. I appreciate you making it all the way through. As you can tell, I am not finished with the tiny house, but I wanted to show you guys my journey from starting in a $20 Walmart tent with nothing, just in the middle of the woods, nothing, all the way to, you know, putting up a fence, building a tiny house, the canvas tent, how to get water, you know, everything that I have done up there in 7 months. And I know it was a longer video, but it was hard to put all of that into a short video. So if you did make it this far, I truly appreciate it. The journey has been wild. I never thought that I could live a lifestyle like this, and I pushed and I wanted it, and I am trying to get this tiny house finished before next winter. I've been out here 7 months, so winter is coming along, but I know even if it's not finished, I'll be way better off than I was in that tent. So if you want to keep continuing watching me build this tiny house, finish it out, I'd appreciate you subscribing, hitting the notification bell and all that stuff. And if not, if this was your first video and you decide, you know, maybe this isn't the lifestyle, but, you know, you appreciated the journey I went on or whatever, please leave a comment down below and let me know what you think and what I could improve on and do better and all that stuff. But guys, thanks so much for watching this video. It has been a journey. It's been crazy. It's been something I never thought I would do or could do, but now I know I can, and I am ready for the future and to finish this tiny house. So guys, appreciate you guys sticking around and watching this long. Again, it was a long video, so sorry about that, but hope you guys have an awesome day. And if you're looking to do any type of off-grid living, kind of like I did, if I could do it, you can do it. And that's basically all I wanted to show. So hope you guys have an awesome day.